up, my friends? Welcome back. Thanks for stopping in. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. Wherever you were at, whatever you're doing, I hope you are loving yourself and loving the ones that you are with, because that is what is important in life. Guys, I had a great weekend. It was opening weekend of hunting season for me and my brother, and he got him a nice little 8-point. We were sitting in the stand. It was about dark. Just about dark, and he walked out and he bagged him one, got him some meat in his freezer to feed the family. So that is a blessing from the Heavenly Father, you know what I'm saying? But guys, like I said, thanks for stopping in and talking with me today. Man, we are talking about a new movie just came out. Actually, I saw a preview for this a couple months ago in the theater, probably 4 or 5 months ago, and I thought to myself, man, I really want to see that. And I thought that it was going to be like a major release. Like it was going to come out and it was going to have like, 2 or 3 week run. I would have a chance to see it. Turns out it was a one-night special event film. One of those Fathom events, or, the special events that theaters have when they show either foreign movies or, like an anime or something like that. It's like a one-night special thing. So to my chagrin, they gave me one night to watch it. I was busy doing something, didn't get a chance to watch it. So I have had my falcon eyes open. I have been scanning the cinematic streaming landscape, trying to find when this movie would drop. And I finally got to see it. And guys, I know you're like, what movie is it, Chris? Well, it is called Primitive War. And this is a film about dinosaurs and Vietnam. So before we get into the bush, before we load up our M16s and go on a dino hunt, hit that like and subscribe button for me. This is directed by Luke Sparke. And I think this is an Australian film, but it stars Jeremy Piven. If you guys don't know who he is, he's Ari Gold in Entourage, or he's been in countless other things. He's kind of, in my opinion, his acting has kind of declined in recent years. He's not in a whole bunch of stuff, and what he is in, it feels kind of phoned in and half-assed. But that's just me. Maybe you guys feel differently about it. But he's in this. We also have a guy named Ryan Quanten in this, and he was in the movie Dead Silence, and he was in a film called Glorious that was on Shudder. And it was kind of like a cosmic horror film that basically just takes place in a bathroom stall. And J.K. Simmons is the voice of this, old god type celestial entity that's talking to Ryan Quanten's character. But he's been in quite a few things. He's in this as our main character. The thing about this film was, like I said, I've been wanting to see it for a while. I've been wanting to see it. I was waiting for it. Finally, I saw where it dropped on Prime Video. It was $10 to rent. I said, you know what? $10 to rent it saves me like $25 in theater expenses. So sure, let's check it out. I can sit in my own house, in my own recliner. You get my drift. So I'm watching it, guys. And this movie had moments of real genius. And then it had moments where I thought to myself, did a 10-year-old write this? Now, I understand it's dinosaurs in Vietnam. How realistic could it possibly be, Chris? When you're watching a movie like this, you got to suspend disbelief. You know what I mean? But here's my thing. Compared to other dinosaur adventure films, dinosaur actioneers, if you will, over the past few years, the Jurassic Park franchise, I'm looking at you, I was hoping for something that would rival Jurassic Park, especially the Chris Pratt ones with let's train velociraptors like dogs. And then we get this last one that was kind of lackluster from Gareth Edwards, where we're hunting down genetically deficient dinosaurs, all their genetic rejects. The handicapped dinosaurs, that's what we're hunting down to save human life. Though they just, the plot devices in those threw me off. I didn't like them. I thought they were stupid. This, not so much. This, I didn't really have a problem with how we got to where we were. So we're in Vietnam, we're there. We've got our Green Beret Special Forces guys. They've been in the stuff for a while. They've been in it. They've seen some things. They've done some things. Well, this other Special Forces team, a la Predator, goes into the jungle to do something, winds up getting vanished. And so then they send in Ryan Quanten and his team. Now, I will say one thing about the team. The team is an eclectic cast of characters, right? They're nobodies as far as acting goes. They don't have any like big credentials or anything like that. Our two most famous people in this film are Ryan Quanten, who's a B-list actor, and Jeremy Piven, who has been relegated to B roles. So I'm watching this. The acting's not great, but the characters are there. And that's what I like. The characters are fun. They're cool. And another thing that I did not realize about this, which kind of, I want to see the difference between the two. This is based off of a novel series, right? There is a book series about primitive war in the 1960s in Vietnam. I did not know that until after watching the film, and I was doing a little research for this review and found out that it is a book series, and I do want to check it out. I really, really want to check it out to see if the book is better than this movie, because in my opinion, it has to be. So we have an eclectic cast of characters. We have poor writing. And here's the thing. Our production quality varies from scene to scene just about. Sometimes you're like, okay, they're on location in, we'll say Hawaii, tropical jungle area. Okay, they're on location. Other instances, you can tell they are walking through a sound studio with green screen behind them, and someone is holding a giant water hose off screen, spraying it in the air so it looks like rain's coming down on them. I mean, it is that cheesy. And that's the only thing that bothers me. I really need consistency. If you're going to be making a creature feature like this, you need consistency with your special effects, the way they look, with the way that your production quality in general looks. You want your aesthetics to match at all times. And sometimes this just didn't do it. And like I said about the writing earlier, some of it is like really good, kind of deep conversations. But the majority of it is superfluous dialogue to just get us to the next action scene. There's no real development in the characters. There's no real development of the story. It's just, hey, well, let's go find some other lost soldiers and fight dinosaurs along the way. There was no real development in it at all. And that's okay if you're just wanting to veg out. But like I said, I was expecting something to rival or even surpass the newest Jurassic Park stuff. But to me, this was just on par with it. I really felt like, and the thing is, a lot of films, they get hype. They get hype from social media. They get hype from word of mouth, things like this. This had hype in my own mind, and that's why it's the most disappointing that I didn't really care for it, is because this had a lot of hype in my own mind. The trailer makes it look awesome, but the trailer is the best parts of the movie, as they do when they're making trailers, because they want you to come see the thing. But the trailer had the best parts of the movie in it. We get some like downtime in the middle of the film where it just kind of lags a little bit. But for the most part, it's just generic. It didn't feel like anything special. It didn't feel like a Kong Skull Island or a Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World. It didn't feel like any of that. It felt like a generic sci-fi flick. I don't know. It almost felt like it could have been on the Sci-Fi Channel back in the day, minus all the blood and gore. Because at least in this one, we get to see people getting killed by a dinosaur. Because in the Jurassic Park movies, we've shunned away from seeing people get eaten for some reason, except in the last one. But anyway, guys, this is an okay movie. If you were excited to see it, if you saw trailers for it and you were excited to see it, by all means, check it out. Give it a one-time watch and draw your own conclusions. But for me, it was only a one-time watch. I won't be checking it out again. I probably won't be adding it to the collection unless it drops to like $5 or something and it's in like a discount bin somewhere. And then I might pick it up. But I was disappointed in this, guys. And that's really it. I was just kind of disappointed, especially after being so excited for it to finally come out and see it. But guys, thank you so much for hanging around with me, talking a little while about Primitive War. If you have seen it, let me know what you thought in the comments. By all means, please. And, you know, I'm going to keep making them, guys, as long as you keep watching them. Hit that like and subscribe button for me on the way out. And as always, my friends, peace out. God bless you, and I will see you soon.